Today we're playing Mega Draft, except we can only choose crowd cards. Alright guys, so essentially we can only pick cards that are in groups of 3 or more, unless there's just none left. We have to go for, like, I guess, some pairs of 2. But I do see some bait cards right here, so first up I am going to take the Goblin Barrel, because that is a nice win condition, which is a swarm, or a crowd. Dang, guys, our opponent goes for the Snowball and the Delivery as his first 2 picks. That is kind of unfortunate because I do have to take the Goblin Gang up next, and then I guess we can also go for the Skeletons. I don't see too many more Swarm cards, though, so not really sure what the rest of our picks are going to be. Okay, he does take the Princess. I guess he wanted to just take it away from me, but I don't think I would have went for it either way. I'm just going to go for the Spear Goblins, and then there's not really any other great Swarm card unless we consider the Goblin Curse, guys, because the Goblin Curse could spawn like 1,000 goblins. So even though it's not directly a swarm itself, it can create big swarms. So I feel like I'll take that because there's no other 3 or more group cards here. Okay, our opponent is going for a Minor Cycle deck. Since we don't have any more group of 3 cards, I guess I'll just take the group of 2 card in the Wall Breakers, and then shoot, let's see what else we could do here. I might have to take Golem, because Golem can split into 2 Golemites. I think that's really the only other thing I can take, man. There's, yeah, really not a whole lot of swarms, so let's go in for the Golem. Wait, guys, I just realized what splits into even more things than the Golem is the Elixir Golem, so for the final card to top off our deck, we're going to take Elixir Golem, unfortunately. Man, the tough part here is that our opponent actually looks pretty smart. He picked quite a few cards just to counter us, so we'll see how things end up working out. He's probably going to Delivery or Snowball on the Goblin Barrel, right? Okay, just go for a bit of a late Delivery. The nice thing about facing Delivery with bait is that they have to have it kind of hovered, otherwise usually they can't react in time to stop your Goblin Barrels and stuff like that. I guess I will... Okay, I was going to actually Golem, but no, I'll defend first and then maybe get a Golem push going afterwards. I don't feel like this guy has a whole lot of ways to punish us, so I think we just go for a Golem the corner here, guys, and we could even try to get like a Goblin Barrel or something while this guy's cycle is a bit awkward. Oh, I'm not going to lie, I kind of forgot about the Sparky. Dude, the Sparky was actually a really smart pick from this guy. But luckily Sparky's not too good against Swarm, so it will counter my Golem, but maybe it's going to struggle in some other areas in this matchup, hopefully. So we get our Spear Goblins down in here just to try to snipe the Sparky down little by little while it's focused on the Golem. Yo, those Spear Goblins are actually killing the whole Sparky, which is pretty nice. And you know, I wonder if we could somehow get a decent Goblin Curse at some point this game. Honestly, not really sure if we will, but I guess you never know. I kind of just want to go for the Elixir Golem for the memes, but first I'm going to Goblin Gang, and then I'll maybe try to play it just to kite this Valkyrie away. Yeah, this Elixir Golem's actually going to kite the Valkyrie, and then also probably cause this guy a little bit of trouble when it's attacking his tower. Yeah, he's going to have to deal with this Elixir Golem. He does go for the Princess. I'll just go for another Golem the back. He's going to get a lot of Elixir though, guys, so I guess we got to be a bit ready that he could try to punish me, or he might just get a big Sparky down on defense. Alright, that's fine. We could probably defend the Princess pretty cheaply with our Skeletons and whatever, so this should be nice. I'm going to pressure this other side a little bit with the Wall Breakers. Oh shoot, that was such a good Snowball for him. Let me go for late Spear Goblins. Let me just get an E-Golem down this side with the Goblin Gang. He's going to have to Delivery that, so then we're going to Goblin Barrel this side, and he's not going to have the Delivery for that. Oh, I shouldn't have played it all in the front. Wait, look at our Elixir Golem, though, guys. It's still pretty healthy, and it's going to get right on the tower. I'm just going to go for a Goblin Curse. We're going to get probably a couple of Goblins out of that. I don't think they're really going to do much, though, to be honest, but it's okay. We could simply defend this whole Sparky here with 1 Elixir Skeletons, unless he tries to predict it somehow, but he doesn't, luckily. Okay, this Sparky push is actually looking a little bit sketchy, but we are going to split up the Valkyrie from the rest of his push, which is good. And then I think we just go for this. He tried to predict my Goblin Gang there, guys, but luckily we did not fall for it. Kind of a bad Minor out of him. I think the Goblin Gang is going to kill the Princess. We just go for a second Golem here, and then we can even try to get another Elixir Golem in here as well, guys. And our opponent simply cannot defend these crowds, man. Yeah, we completely take it. Dude, I do not know why the game keeps on giving me Rascals every single draft. Oh shoot, you know what? We can actually pick the Barbarian as a crowd card because it automatically spawns 3 Barbs with every single summon. So I'm actually going to take the Barb Hut first pick, which I know is a bit crazy, but we're going to go for it. I do want to take the 3 Musketeers here, but I'll just take some more common cards first so our opponent doesn't steal them. So I'm going to go for the Goblin Gang because I feel like he very well could have taken that otherwise. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys, this is terrible because our opponent just took the Golden Knight, but I kind of have to go for the Rascals here. So I'm going to take the Rascals, and I will also, I guess, just take the Three Musketeers right now. Wait, Three Musketeers actually looks so broken here because there's no big spell. There's just Earthquake, which does not deal with them. Okay, this is actually kind of tragic for us right now, going for Minion Horde into Arrows, Goblin Gang into Log, Rascals into Golden Knight, and a Valkyrie there as well. But the Three Musketeers might actually just carry us out of this situation, so that's good. We just take the Graveyard here for this next pick. I don't even know what the heck our opponent's going for right here. I feel like he's kind of just tripping out because he doesn't know how he's going to stop my Three Musketeers. Shoot, I mean, let's just go for the Gob Giant right now. Oh man, he actually took the Electro Giant. Barbhut will do pretty good against it though, and I feel like the Three Musketeers will too, so hopefully we can make stuff work out. I guess right here we can just go for the Little Prince because it can actually spawn the Guardian to become a pair of troops. So Tony just thinks he's going to have a nice old day just in the Clash Royale world, just relaxing and having a good time in Mega Draft, but little does he know, the Three Musketeers Barbarian Hut combo is about to end his career, man, end his day, and probably make him rage quit off of this game. He does go in for the Electro Giant, which is kind of interesting, into a Barbarian Hut. I think that's probably just going to be a dead E-Giant. I don't really know why he did that. Why would he do that? Wait, that's so interesting. Yeah, that's a basically dead E-Giant. I think our Gob Giant can get some damage. Wait, this E-Giant is actually not dead yet. Okay, I probably should have gone for something else there. Little Prince is still going to kill the Princess, though, and I guess this start is actually not that good. Wait, Little Prince, please kill that Princess. He's probably going to arrows here, but our Minion Horde still got the job done, so that's good. Okay, guys, I know this is kind of aggressive, but I'm actually just going to go for the Rascals plus Graveyard at the bridge right here, and I feel like our opponent's probably just going to panic and not defend very well. Yes, that was such a bad Magic Archer. See, I told you he would panic. I knew it. Skeletons just gang up on the tower and completely take it down, so that's exactly what I wanted to happen right there. So I guess we just go for an early Barbhut right here on the Golden Knight, just to get like the second wave of Barbs as well out of this Barbarian Hut. Okay, maybe that was actually a bad Barbhut. Dude, my Barbhut's already almost dead actually, which is not the best. He does go for the E-Giant in the back. Barbs, though, might actually do a lot here. I think we actually just go in, honestly, guys. Let's just go all in. I know he's going to get, like, arrows and whatever, but I feel like the Horde will still kill most of the Valkyrie. Yes, so that's good. And then to defend this E-Giant, I think we have to just try to go for a Little Prince and then get a nice ability, maybe. Wait, I wonder if this is actually going to work at all. Wait, that actually is working. Whoa. Bro, the Little Prince is kind of feeling like it's prime. Like it's in its prime right now. That's exactly how prime Little Prince was. I kind of have to Rascals up high, which sucks because they obviously get splashed. Can I save my tower? Okay, I think we just go for a Gob Giant here on defense. That was a bad Magic Archer. We get our Minion Horde down as well. I think we're fine here. Yes, look at our Minion Horde. Nice. All we have to do now is go for a Little Prince and we defend easily. Wait. Okay, I actually am very surprised he took the tower there. Wait, do I just go for the 3 crown? Guys, look, let's just go for the 3 Musketeers, bro. This guy can't even defend. He literally can't defend that with no Valkyrie. He goes for the defensive E-Giant, guys, but the thing is when an E-Giant is close to the Musketeers, they get the baton attacks in there, and you can see that just destroys them. Wait, I'm going to go for the 3 crown here. Let's see if we can get a pocket Gob Giant to tank for the Graveyard. Nice, we just barely get it down in time. The Magic Archer is a little bit annoying, though, man. It's just hard for us to kill, but look at our Gob Giant damage, though, that we're getting. Okay, this guy's Princess is on the left side, so we can get a Minion Horde on the other side and hopefully get a nice chip here on the Golden Knight. Wait, guys, I wonder if I go for the Rascals like this, if the Golden Knight will dash or not. I'm hoping it doesn't, because the boy kind of walks up. Nice! Perfect, perfect. All right, let's go for the 3 Musketeers right here. That's going to just outrange the E-Giant. I don't know why someone would ever pick E-Giant with no Tornado. It just is so bad without Tornado. E-Giant really relies on the Tornado to pull things in. Otherwise, you just can't really kill 3 Musketeers or any sort of ranged unit. I guess I'll go in for a Graveyard kind of aggressively right here. Maybe even Rascals to try to tank for the King Tower a bit. We're going to kill the Princess here with the Graveyard, which is pretty good. And we're getting nice chip damage. Wait, let's go for 3M the pocket. Hopefully they could kill the E-Giant, maybe get on the tower a little bit as well. Okay, in the worst case, they're going to kill the E-Giant, so that's great. Just going to go for a little Prince right here. And we can, I guess, block this with a weird Goblin Gang. Not ideal, but it works. And I feel like every time he arrows my Horde, guys, he's always too late to the point where he always gets value before he has the chance to. Wait, ability? No, I didn't get my ability down in time! No! No! No way. Okay, I think we might steal it, guys. I think we steal it. I think we steal it. Yes! Let's go. Okay, wait a minute, guys. We actually have quite a few crowd cards right here. First off, I noticed the 3 Musketeers are here, and they are considered a crowd card since there are 3 of them. They are kind of like a bait card in a way, like Fireball Bait or just Big Spell Bait in general. And I guess we could go for a Minion Horde because I actually don't see any good way to stop them. There's no arrows, there's no wizard or anything like that, so it should get pretty good value. Wait, you guys know what? If desperate times come to desperate measures, we actually could take a Goblin Giant because Goblin Giant is technically the Giant and then the 2 Spear Goblins, but we'll see, we'll see. Let's just go for the Piggies right now. I might also take a Goblin Barrel later, but we'll think about it, we'll think about it. Let's go for the Spear Gobs just to make our cycle a little bit quicker. Aw, bro, this guy took the Bowler. Well, man, guys, I'm going to go for the Barbarians, but unfortunately they're going to kind of suck against Bowler. Hopefully they can help against whatever else he picks. I'm assuming he might be going for like a Giant deck right here. Maybe even Goblin Giant is what he's going to take, so we'll see about that. I guess I'll go for a... No, I'll go for the Zappies, actually. Good on defense, and I think they're pretty good utility. Wow, this guy actually took the Elite Barbarians. Well, I'm going to go for that Goblin Barrel. I kind of have to, and then I think our last card is probably going to have to be Goblin Giant unless he steals it. Okay, this man actually opts to get no win conditions, just E-Barb spam. I mean, low-key, the E-Barbs could be a win condition for him, so we'll see how that ends up working out. Man, our cycle looks really bad right now. Our whole deck is just crazy heavy, so we're going to 3 Musketeers first play. It's actually not too bad for us here because it just blocks up the map for a really long time, and they're obviously on both sides, so he can't really punish us for it. He's just going to have to try to defend right here. The Bowler's going to get mostly taken down by this 1 Musketeer, then he just goes for, okay, E-Barb's on the other side. I mean, I'm fine with that. I'm actually going to try to go for some Piggies right here just to pull this 1 E-Barb back. And also get some tower damage in the process. And his Bowler's out of cycle as well, so I think that gets us some pretty nice value right here. Yeah, a little bit of tower damage. We could go for the Spear Gobs here, then maybe get a Gob Giant to kite stuff. Oh my gosh, no! Okay, thank goodness I actually kited that. That was actually a smart Fisherman out of him, guys. He tried to Fisherman to predict my Goblin Giant there, I think. Okay, so we get a good defense overall. Don't really get much tower damage, but, you know, we held our own. I'm actually going to Barbs the other side because his Bowler is out of cycle. I don't know if he has too many good responses here to the Bridge Barbs. I don't think he does. Oh. Didn't really think that would do that well against Barbs, but it does pretty good. We still get damage, though. That's like 1,000 damage. Don't zap, please. Okay, he doesn't zap at least, guys, but these E-Barbs are low-key a win condition for him. Minions are getting on the tower, though, a little bit. He's getting damage here, but honestly, that was actually not that bad. We're still up in damage right now, and things are actually looking up for us. Alright, our opponent cycles the Barbara. I'm just going to wait 1 second and then go for the 3 Musketeers right as double Elixir hits. And you know what? Since he wasted the Bar Barrel, we might be able to go for a nice Goblin Barrel because he took the delivery, he took the zap, and like everything to counter our Goblin Barrels, but his cycle's just getting kind of bad right now, I feel like. He does get the E-Barbs on our 3M, which I guess will counter them, but look at the Musketeer on the other side. And I'll just go for a Barbs here on the Mini Pekka. We'll just go for the Spear Gobs, which are going to block the Fisherman, block the E-Barbs, and I think we get a perfect defense here. Oh, shoot, I didn't really react that quickly. He misses the poison. Wait. I think he just lost. Guys, he missed the poison. I know this is close, but I think we got him. I know it looks like he might have a chance to win, but I think he's dead, actually. Yeah, I think he's so dead right now. Those Zappies are so good in the middle. Yeah. I didn't play this game perfect, but this deck low-key is pretty nice, actually. I like the synergy. between all of these swarm cards, because I mean, the common thing with all these crowd cards is that they all bait out spells very well, so if you pair them all together, you can often mess up your opponent really badly. Oh snap, guys, I see a card that is actually going to be really nice and really useful in the recruits. I love having the recruits in our deck. Okay, our opponent's already going for a lot of anti-swarm, which is obviously not going to be great for us. I'll just take the guards kind of early because I feel like he probably will take them if I don't. And I'll also just take the goblin drill because, yeah, it's going to spawn like 5 goblins, so it'll swarm our opponent pretty good. Okay, this guy takes bomber as well, man. How many counters is this guy going to take to our recruits is the question. I'm going to take rascals. I pray he doesn't take golden knight, but if he does, he has a fairly good-sized brain, probably. We have to take the goblin barrel as well. Okay, he actually does not take the golden knight, which I guess is a pleasant surprise for us. I unfortunately do have to take the graveyard as well, and there's no really big swarm cards right here, so I guess we just go for the Goblinstein. It is a pair of 2, not like anything, you know, like a Skarmy, but it's still something. And guys, throughout the match right here, I am going to talk a little bit about the state of Clash Royale. Also, look, our opponent's going for a giant deck, but dude, we could take the bush right here because it is 2, it's a pair, and we actually have like a full-on recruits bait deck just with a couple strange additions in here with the graveyard and the goblin drill. Okay guys, wait, you're actually trolling. Our opponent just went for a Jog Rider deck. He took giant and Hog Rider. But anyways guys, as far as the state of Clash Royale goes, I will be honest, I was pretty upset seeing like level 16 and heroes at the same time, 2 things which require a lot of money to get the most out of. And also, it just seems like really hard to unlock heroes. They're really unattainable for a lot of people, except like the singular free one that they gave. And also the fact that you could get duplicates was so bad, but I am really happy that they decided to change that. Because guys, I don't know if you saw, but Clash Royale just recently made a bit of a patch to where now you can no longer get duplicate heroes. And also if you have all of the heroes unlocked and you do get a duplicate because of having all of them unlocked, you do get refunded like at least a few of the shards, which is kind of nice. I'm pretty happy about that. Also, they made it so you can only have 1 hero slot now in like grand challenges, classic 1v1s, and also, yeah, like just those parts of the game, like the challenges and stuff like that. Not on ladder yet, though. Ladder's still 2 hero slots, which I think they should not have done in the first place. I think it should have always just been 1 hero slot from the start, but it seems like they actually are listening to the community feedback. And honestly, guys, I just don't understand why they would add level 16, because they say, like, oh, players want new goals to achieve. But, dude, that makes 0 sense, because, like, 99% of the players are not maxed out. Like, 99.9% of the players are not maxed out at level 15 even, or at least the vast majority. So that's just simply not true what they said. That, like, they're always saying, like, oh, you know, we can't just always make changes to the game just based on the pro community or like the top 0.1%, but in this case, why are they only making a change for the top 0.1% by adding level 16? And even the top 0.1% doesn't want level 16, except maybe like a few complete pay-to-win noobs, because it doesn't do anything for us except make us spend money for no reason, or just spend a bunch of time, or just be crazy underleveled. And also, guys, players who play CRL like myself, we basically are forced to spend money to like max out our account so we can get good finishes on ladder, because oftentimes the qualification to the Clash Royale monthly finals and stuff like that, or like not the monthly finals, the monthly tournaments, like just to get in there you have to get like top 1,000, and you kind of need to have maxed out cards to do that. I guess you could with like level 15 cards get top 1,000 even when level 16 is out, but it would be pretty difficult. And, yeah, I mean, obviously they're going to make some money from that, you know? They're going to make a bit of money, obviously. People are going to spend money getting level 16. But I feel like they're just going to make a lot of players quit because of that, or just make the community sentiment about the game really bad. And I just don't think it's worth it for them. They're going to lose more money in the long term because of that. But I was hearing some people say that Supercell hired a lot of new people in certain areas, and those people are just trying to, like, prove that they're useful to the Supercell teams. They're basically just trying to like show that like, oh, I made an impact in the game. I made like a big increase in the revenue. So maybe that's why they added level 16, just to show like, oh, I made a big increase in the revenue. But they're not paying attention to the fact that it's actually going to probably down drop Clash Royale's revenue a lot over time. So yeah. Oh shoot, you know what guys? These cards here actually look pretty nice. I have yet to try the skeleton barrel in this challenge, so I'm actually going to go for that. It is gonna spawn a bunch of skeletons, which is great. And we could also take the Skarmy. We have the guards, spear goblins, quite a few options here. Guys, the only issue is that there are a lot of small spells here, so if our opponent is smart, he might go for a zap or a bar barrel, or maybe he won't, just to not mess up his cycle, so we'll see about that. Let's take the guards right now, then spear gobs as well. Yeah, we could go for like Goblin Drill, we could go for a Witch, we could go for a Night Witch, because they do spawn the skeletons and the bats respectively, so that should be pretty nice. Okay, our opponent does have the Ghost, which is kind of bad because if I take the Goblin Drill, it's just going to get kind of hard countered by that. I might still have to in the end, we'll see. Let's just go for the Witch first because it can just spawn the, quadruple skeletons. Then we could go for the Night Witch as well, which does spawn some nice bats. Our opponent actually took the Goblin Drill. I was kind of expecting him to go for a Ram Rider instead. Well, for now, I'll just take the Goblin Giant. Okay, what? This guy took Xbow? This guy has like a really good deck. Like his deck looks like a professional deck, except he just randomly took an Xbow at the end. But I guess that will just make it a little bit more possible for us, which is good. I'm going to take the Wall Breakers as the last card. This is kind of an interesting hybrid deck right here, guys. We have some nice Swarm spam with like the Skelly Barrel and all, kind of like bait, I mean. And then we also have, I guess, more of a beatdown aspect in the Goblin Giant. So I think this will be kind of nice. We also have some control in the double Witches. So that will be pretty nice as well. I kind of like the look of this. I think we have to just kite this monk here with the Goblin Giant and probably get late Spear Goblins here. Oh, that was actually a good monk ability. I think this is going to give my tower a disability because it's going to just die. Okay, never mind. We didn't take that much damage. His cannon does stop most of the Gob Giant, but not all of it, so that's fine. I think I'm just going to go for a Skelly Barrel. And I guess I'll Wall Breakers here on the Ghost. I probably could have saved up for guards, not gonna lie. Well, he has to go for a Fireball on the Skelly Barrel, so I think that was the right choice to just go kind of aggressive right there. I'll just eat the Ghost here just to get some Elixir and probably punish him for his aggression. Okay, guys, our opponent does finally go in for the Goblin Drill. I guess I'll just get my Witch down, because Witch does actually stop the drills pretty nicely with those skeletons. Yeah, this is perfect. Easy drill counter right there. Low-key, I could just try to go with the Gob Giant, the bridge, and try to swarm this guy. I might even Night Witch as well, just because he wasted his Fireball. The E-Drag will probably chain a little bit, but it can only chain on so many swarm units. It can't kill everything, I feel like. He actually does not have the time to get a Monk ability down, so we take everything down pretty quickly. He does get a late Ghost, but I feel like that push was pretty successful. Yeah, we actually kill almost the entire Ghost right there, so that's good. Just gonna go for a late Wall Breakers right here. He does get the log on the Skeleton Barrel. Wall Breakers do get a nice double connection though, which is perfect. I'm just gonna Gob Giant. Oh, he messed up the Electro Dragon. I think he wanted to pressure on the right side with like a Monk, but his E-Drag actually went the wrong way. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot he even had Xbow. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I don't know how the defensive Xbow is gonna work out for him. Let's Skarmy this side just to bait his log right there. Then we go for a Skelly Barrel this side. So he can like pick and choose where he wants to use his spells, I suppose. Wow, that Night Witch is getting so many bats on the board. He does get a pretty good log there, but we're kind of slowly just overwhelming this guy. Yeah, we just gotta kill this Electro Dragon. Hopefully we're able to do so. Well, the Wall Breakers might sneak through right here just a little bit. He does go for the Monk ability, kind of at a bad time. And we could just go in for a Skelly Barrel to punish his Elixir waste. I feel like he's just not really using his Elixir efficiently here. That's what's kind of costing him. Gonna go for a Gob Giant. This man has not had the chance to attack in a long time. He does go in for the Xbow now, trying to get on my tower, but it's gonna get blocked by the Gob Giant and kind of just feed into our push, I guess. Okay, let's go for Wall Breakers right here. Let's go for a Skelly Barrel as well. Maybe try to bypass through that Electro Dragon. I feel like maybe it can. Yeah, I think the Skelly Barrel forces out a defensive drill, which is obviously not what he wanted to play. Look at our Skarmy on the right side! Nice, guys! Look at the other side, bro. The Skarmy just took out almost everything. Now we could just go for this set of Wall Breakers here. We could go for a Skelly Barrel too, and if he doesn't respond to it, it actually will just take the tower with the impact damage. So I think we just won this game. Yeah, good game.